Namaskar. I'm Ashok Vyas, and I'll be talking in Hindi and English both, just like that. And why I am here is to meet you and to accept a challenge that I gave myself. Many times, when you are not used to addressing live, you are reluctant. You feel as if something will break if you go live. तो बोलने का अभ्यास होना एक बात है, पर अर्थपूर्ण संवाद के लिए अपने आप को प्रस्तुत करना एक दूसरी बात है. So enough about me. Let's talk about you. And there is some place where we all are one and the same. We all have a mind. We all experience happiness, sorrows. We all face challenges, and we all look forward to finding solutions. And the world that we live in, we have a plethora of life coaches who help us navigate how our mind should flow, what way it should formulate ideas, and in that context, when I listen to a lot of modern thinkers and many Western scholars as well as motivational speakers, what they are saying is very much in sync with what was said thousands of years ago by sages. But the important thing is, if a donkey carries weight of many books, that is not going to make that donkey wise. So when we apply the knowledge, then the results of knowledge benefit us. Having said that, I'll be taking the shelter of some of the Sanskrit words now and then, but and many times, because we are not diving in there, and I'm not bringing anything new to the table. What I am going to share, and I'll try to do that frequently if I get good response response from some of my friends who would relate to what I am sharing. So the point is about mantra. Talking magic of mantras and how magical mantras are. Mananat trayate iti mantra is what is said about mantras. So trayate means that which gives protection. For shoes or the jutis, there is a word in Sanskrit which is padatran. So that which is saving your sole, your feet from the thorns or the pebbles, or so that is padatran. And manana trayate iti mantra. So mantras are actually protecting your man or mind. And how that happens, we will briefly discuss and quickly we'll wind up. But before I get to that side of mantra, we will also conclude very soon with very simple Ganesh mantra. These are powerful vibrations packed in each mantra, and when it is chanted with devotion, then there is an additional current of absolute awareness that flows. But will mantra chanting without meaning also give result? Yes, it does. But if we know the meaning and if there is a bhava, then the result could be multifold. Let us look at what was said about mantra jap in Ramcharit Manas. मंत्र जाप मनो दृढ़ विश्वासा पंचम भक्ति यह वेद प्रकाशा. So this is the fifth step of devotion, says Ramcharit Manas. And there is a book called Hitopadesha, published by Chaukamba Sanskrit Pratishthan. What it is saying about why we should not just sit on the belief that destiny will take care of everything. Uh, I also heard this earlier. It says yad bhavi na tad bhavi chenna tadanyatha iti chintya vishagnoya magadah kim na piyate. In Hindi it says जो होने वाला है या जो होने वाला नहीं है वो कभी नहीं होगा, और जो ना है उसके अलावा कुछ होगा नहीं, यानी कि ज़रूर ही होगा। तो इस चिंता रूपी विष को नाश करने वाली औषध को क्यों नहीं पीता? Which means you do nothing, what is to happen will happen, and what is not to happen will not happen. So this removes your worries. So why don't you drink this elixir type of a substance of the idea? But then it says, etat karyakshamanam keshan chiralasya vachanam नदैवमपि संचित्य त्यजे दुग्गो मात्मनः अनुद्योगेन कस्तैलम तिलेभ्यः प्राप्तुमर्हति. It is interesting. To first, the argument was given that do nothing, whatever is to happen will happen. But here it is saying, ये तो कितने ही कार्य करने में असमर्थों का आलस्य युक्त वचन है. भाग्य को विचार कर, यानी कि जैसी देव की इच्छा होगी वैसा ही होगा. मनुष्य को अपना उद्योग नहीं छोड़ना चाहिए, क्योंकि बिना उद्योग के तिलों में से तेल कौन निकाल सकता है? तिलों में से तेल निकालना, I may not be able to translate in English, but what it says is the earlier statement is the statement of those who are lazy and those who want to hide their weakness behind the thought of destiny, or it is not meant to happen for me, etc. But thinking like that, one should not leave one's efforts, because without efforts, तिलों में से तेल भी नहीं निकलता है. So I'll find out the English English translation, but if you know, just write it for me. So without efforts, you will not be able to obtain oil from some seeds, something like that. The idea is further emphasized in this Hitopadesh book, which says Anyacha Udyoginam Purusha Singamapaithi Lakshmir Devena Deyamiti Ka Purusha Vadanti Devam Nihatya Kuru Paurushya Matma Shaktya Yatne Krate Yadina Siddhati Kotra Dosha. So this is important for us to remember. And in Hindi it says, उद्योगी जो पुरुषों में सिंह के समान पराक्रमी है, ऐसे श्रेष्ठ मनुष्य को लक्ष्मी मिलती है, और भाग्य में होगा तो मिलेगा. इस प्रकार पुरुषार्थहीन मनुष्य कहते हैं. इसलिए भाग्य को छोड़ यथा शक्ति यत्न करना चाहिए, और यत्न करने पर भी जो कार्य सिद्ध ना हो तो उसमें क्या दोष है? सो आई विल से दिस इन इंग्लिश आल्सो एंड अंडरलाइन इट इन माय हार्ट आल्सो. Those who say that I will get it only if it is written for me, or it is a part of my luck or my fortune. But those who are like lion and who are enterprising, who are industrious, such great people obtain prosperity, and only those who depend on the fortune, they only say that the the glory of fortune. So basically, do not look at what is written at luck, etc. Do the best that you can, and even after that, all the efforts that you make, if you don't get the desired result, still it is good, because that is what the essence of life is. But I think most, if not most, many of us have started depending on God, and not doing our bit many times, and without making 100% efforts, we start blaming on the fortune. So these Sanskrit words shake our lethargic attitude. That's why I thought, let us reconnect with them in our own humble way. And I also challenge myself that I'll try to go live, and going live has its own challenge, which I think gradually I'll overcome, and I'll try to do it, if not for you, at least for me. But if we are one somewhere, then for all of us. At the beginning of every auspicious activity, Lord Ganapati is remembered, and I'll just chant 18 times the most often used mantra of Ganeshji, which is Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. So we say Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha, and then if you want to do it by closing your eyes or just listening to this, so I'll count it. I'll do it 18 times, and then we'll conclude this session, Magic of Mantras. So before I go to Ganesh mantra, let me repeat how mantra helps our mind is you need to divert your mind sometimes when certain toxic thoughts or certain unpleasant vibrations start occupying your mind, and mantra help. They are like the best friend, the eternal friend who holds your hand, pulls you out, take you towards that orbit which is higher level of consciousness. Having said that, Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. 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 So the point is, mantras are like getting into the flight of higher level of consciousness, which is instantly available, and maybe take advantage of the magic of mantras in our lives for connecting with the beauty within and spread love and joy in the world. So, thank you.